He was born and raised here in Anchorage, Alaska, a big dreamer, worked hard and attained his dream of becoming a professional skateboarder. Now Preston Pollard travels the world inspiring youth through motivational speaking and telling his story. And he's back in Anchorage for Thanksgiving. It's a pleasure to have him back on the couch this morning. Mr. Preston Pollard, how we doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Man, absolutely. Now let's reintroduce you to the good folks of Alaska who don't know kind of what you're about, where you came from.
Definitely. Well, I'm born and raised right here in Anchorage, Alaska. And as a child, I was extremely hyper, had the ADHD, ADD, whatever you want to call it. And it was just difficult for me to, I guess, stay focused. But skateboarding literally, I say, saved my life.
Is that right?
And, you know, when I started, I was definitely like an outcast. There was like really not a lot of black skateboarders, probably one other. But I just loved it. It was great. I could, you know, get my energy out that way. And then I just had a dream to go further and to be able to become, you know, wanted to become a sponsor, so that was a dream I had.
Okay, and you attained it. I mean, we're looking at some footage of you skating through downtown Anchorage there, a little bit of the winter.
Crazy.
So, but you were able to parlay that, like from Alaska to New York City. You were just in Australia speaking to youth, taking these experiences.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, it's really important that not just for young people, but all people, we talk, you know, we talk about, you know, loving others, and we have to love others, but we also need to talk about, you know, self-love as you know, because we don't really talk about that. Yeah. And so I've been, you know, working with youth for about like 10 years now, and so the whole thing is really just to help them change their mindset and these false beliefs, because oftentimes we could, you know, have these beliefs that we're not good enough, and as you keep having those beliefs, you're going to start thinking those things, and then you get depressed and you feel down.
Right.
So I help them change that mindset by asking them, you know, what are you happy about? What are you grateful about in your life? You know, and as you speak and as you ask those questions, and it helps them change their mindset a little bit, and you feel, you know, a little bit happier. Yeah. So it is kind of it's a daily practice that you have to do. But those are things I suggest for people that just want to boost. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you can do is just take 3 good breaths, you know. Take 3 good breaths in the morning, and then after that, you know, 3 things you're grateful for. So say 3 things you're grateful for, and just, you know, that's going to be a good thing for you. And then you can also, you know, pray for your friends and family. And then also you want to think about 3 things that you could, you know, do for the day to help somebody. So just keep that a little practice, and you'll be feeling good.
And this is the message no matter where you go. And I know your bio was reading from top celebrities, children, all the way to the kids in Compton. You're out there and you're reaching them. To kids at Clark Middle School and out in the bush, Kiana.
And I recognize that it doesn't matter if a person's from Compton or Beverly Hills. They're all going through the same thing. Sometimes, you know, maybe that kid doesn't have a parent who's listening to them, right? So nobody's listening to them. They don't feel that. So what do? They go find it in the streets. Right. And so I also tell parents or even if it's youth that you gotta, it's not just listening, it's deep listening.
Okay.
And so it's really, you know, looking into them, connecting,
asking questions.
Asking questions.
We were just saying that. That's when you go to Clark Middle School, you ask the questions. Real quick, we're running out of time, but you wanted to talk about a reading program that you're getting out there.
Definitely.
Right now.
This is a book that I really love. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People. It really changed my life. I read it. You know, I've been reading it for a while, but 10 years ago I started. But I just want to challenge people to check out How to Win Friends and Influence People, principals, teachers, and just I'll give you a year. But
all right.
And,
Well, keep an eye out for Preston Pollard here around Anchorage, also out in rural Alaska. You got a couple events coming up. Hopefully, what, in February you were saying? So
in February, and we got Avengers coming out, interviews, and that's next year, so 2019.
You got a lot going on. You got a lot going on.
Yeah. All
right.
So it's gonna be good.
All right, very good. Preston, always good to see you. Thanks for joining us on Daybreak this morning. And coming up, we got the Adopt a Pet. Yeah, we're going to let you know what pets are available at Anchorage Animal Care and Control right now. How can you say no to that face? Oh, my.